It wasn't rage, it was quarantine. Before the waters came, the earth had shifted, not just morally, structurally. In the days of Jared, the descent began. Boundaries thin, heaven touched soil where it should not have. What followed was not merely tall men, it was contamination. Genesis says, all flesh had corrupted its way. All flesh, not just thoughts, not just behavior, flesh. Something had entered the bloodline of humanity. The Nephilim were visible evidence, massive, violent, destabilizing. But what if they were not the only result? What if the corruption spread quietly through lineage, through fear, through forced union? Civilization bent around them. Knowledge accelerated, violence industrialized. The earth did not simply groan, it destabilized. Containment became necessary. Noah is described as perfect in his generations, not morally flawless, in his generations, in his lineage, unmixed. The ark was not simply rescue, it was preservation, a seed vault of unaltered life. The flood was not random destruction, it was surgical removal, water the great purifier. The earth submerged long enough to erase what could not be allowed to propagate. The giants were not drowned because they were tall, they were drowned because they were unsustainable. And yet, later, in the land, whispers return. The Anakim, the Rephaim, in Bashan, Og, in Gath, Goliath. Containment does not always mean total elimination. Sometimes it means restriction, isolation, limiting spread. The post-flood giants are regional, fragmented, diminished, as though whatever re-emerged could not fully root again. Containment appears again and again. Eden exile to stop access to the tree of life. Babel division to halt unified rebellion. Flood cleansing to reset flesh. The pattern suggests something sobering. When corruption crosses a boundary, history does not drift. It is corrected, not always gently, but decisively. The uncomfortable thought: if the flood was containment, what was being contained? Just giants? Or a deeper rebellion attempting embodiment? The narrative moves forward, but it never denies that something ancient once tried to merge heaven and earth outside of permission, and it was stopped. Not because it was powerful, but because it was not allowed.